All right. So I'm here for a Sagittarius reading. Let me kind of maneuver a little bit. All right. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well. Let me turn this down a little bit. So I slept in today. And I woke up a few times and was eager to go back to sleep. I was having a dream I've had before, multiple times. Oops. And this dream, this one specific dream, is like a different reality. Let me just, I wake up from the dream. For some reason, dream, the feelings were no different from being here in the 3D. And so, other than the, what was happening in my dream state. And so I fell back to sleep, and I don't know, sometimes I won't go back to the same dream, but I went right back to where I left off, which is what I wanted to do. I was hoping that would happen. And I will do another live on that a little bit later on tonight. I want to get some signs out of the way. So we are going to start with Sagittarius, or we're going to go ahead and move forward with Sagittarius. I'm going to cleanse the air, the energy with these. All right. Hey guys, how are y'all doing? I hope everyone's doing good. So I have a reading here for the sign of Sagittarius, okay? I've already shuffled the deck, cut the deck, and I feel like this is gonna be, from what I've been picking up through shuffling, is gonna be a very specific message for one of you. You know the drill, take what resonates, leave the rest, leave what doesn't, let's try and get some clarity for you guys, because I'm like really feeling it. I'm sorry, I just had to clean the screen. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and lay the cards out first, and then we'll move forward from there. Let me see. Okay. Guys, what's going on with Sagittarius at this time? What does Sagittarius need to know right now that is very important when it comes to this Ten of Cups? Why is this Ten of Cups here? Okay, I'm almost done with all the cards. So I have this one pile. Give me a second. I'm about to give you your reading. Hold on. Okay. Give me one more second. We have the Star, the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Page of Wands. A lot of fire energy. Okay, I just need to move these cards out my way. All right, so like I said, I feel like this is going to be a specific message. Let me clarify this card real quick. Okay. All right. So what we have so far is we have the Star, the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Page of Wands, okay? Excuse me. With the Star, you have the Knight of Cups, which is Scorpio energy. I see that okay, so the Star is all about hope, you know, brightness. It can also mean bringing excesses, so be careful not to become too greedy. So I'm seeing that this Knight of Cups is feeling hopeful with their choices, but it's telling you that your energy right now, since you are in the energy of hope, can bring upon a lot of attention. And the message behind that is, if this is what you want, great, but do not be greedy, because then your intent changes. And with this Knight of Cups, I'm seeing that there is a need for more confidence when it comes to this variation that you have, this alluring energy that brings in all sorts of things. So this is something that you've hoped for, but you need to remember that there needs to be equal give and take, as above, so below, you know? Let's clarify this for you. Spirit, clarify for Sagittarius, the Star and the Knight of Cups. Why do we have this for Sagittarius? The Star and the Knight of Cups. This can also insinuate that the Knight of Cups is being enlightened or needs to be enlightened upon their confidence level when it comes to, so making sure that you are having an equal balance when it comes to those hopes and dreams coming to fruition and having confidence within that. But for some reason, whatever that could be bringing you excess, where there's need for confidence, you have fears, either deep-rooted or not, but there's fears and frustrations and needing to let go of certain emotions that are causing you to feel this lack of confidence. Okay? Like I said, this is going to be a very specific reading. Okay? Now we have the Ace of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles. So right away, I'm seeing that you are very beginnings of birthing something new and creative, which you are manifesting something, or you have manifested something, and now you're at the very beginning of what you birthed, which is either you birthed peace of mind and contentment with the Nine of Pentacles and being okay with or without a partner, or attached, or having any sort of attachment, or the fact that you see that you are on this, you have new ideas, you're on this new beginning, and it's bringing upon a peace of mind and contentment. Okay, Spirit, let's clarify this Nine of Wands and Nine of Pentacles for Sagittarius. Ace of Wands and Nine of Pentacles for Sagittarius. Clarify the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles for Sagittarius. Okay, so within this new beginning that you have birthed, this new creation that is putting you in a state of peace and contentment, you're going to be receiving some sort of quick news, or there's some sort of situation that is coming your way. Now, the Eight of Wands, I always think of as like the eight of like arrows of love, but that may not be what it's insinuating. However, due to your new beginning that you just birthed, some sort of new idea, creation, whatever it may be, has brought you a lot of peace of mind, contentment, and I see that you are about to receive some news very, very quickly, or a situation is coming towards you extremely quickly in regards to love, in regards to many, it could be anything. Okay, now it's a little intense. Okay, whoa. All right, then we have the Knight of Wands and the Three of Swords. So the Knight of Wands is all about an important message, something that will hold great value to you, some information you may be seeking. But this letter, okay, I'm back, I'm sorry. This important letter is Sagittarius, Knight of Wands, and the Three of Swords. Why is this here for Sagittarius? Knight of Wands, Three of Swords. Okay, we got the Ace of Swords. Okay, this important message, information that you're going to receive that is going to just break your heart. You may experience, and the Ace of Wands also represents frustrations. I feel like this letter is going to be some sort of like, it's like a double-edged sword. It comes with the good and the bad. So I'm seeing like a hollow victory here. Something that's not very grounded. Okay, now let's clarify why we have the Page of Wands and the Chariot. So the Page of Wands is all about one traveling over land, or just traveling, but there's definitely distance. And with the Chariot, this is definitely movement forward, okay? You may be moving from one resident to another resident. You may be traveling over land just for an exciting excursion or a journey. But I see whatever, if you do decide to do this traveling, I see that there's going to be victory over a situation or problem that has been ongoing for you. And this will ultimately balance the opposite polarities. Okay? That's very specific. The bottom of the deck, I see coming in from the cold, 5 of Pentacles. Movement of residents. So you may be saving right now to make this big travel, or this can even be deeper. Hey, you may be moving residents, your home, or this travel over land can just, like I said, be a journey. But to me, with the 5 of Pentacles at the bottom, it's showing me that it's insinuating that this is something that you are saving up for, and it's something that you may be viewing as something long-term possibly. But you're unsure, hence this is where all the frustration is coming into play. And this may have something to do with the Queen of Cups. That was at the bottom of the deck. I'm not taking that, I'm sorry. So let's clarify this Page of Wands and this Chariot for Sagittarius. Clarify Page of Wands and the Chariot for Sagittarius. We have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is definitely a man over the age of 25. This person can be cold, abrasive, and demands respect. Man or woman. I'm not reading the genders, I'm reading the energy. So and the Chariot is also victory over a situation or problem. So maybe an ongoing issue that has been going on with someone who's been very cold and abrasive and demands respect for their own reasonings. I see this Page of Wands is wanting to travel towards this situation to balance the opposite polarities. Okay? So let me see. We have, I'm going to read this a different way as well. So with the Star and the Ace of Wands, there's hope for a new beginning, birthing new ideas, some sort of creation. I see you receiving some sort of important message, letter. It could be any kind of form of communication that is ultimately pushing you to travel towards whatever this may be. But there's a need for more confidence. There's a need to let go of your fears and frustrations and certain emotions that no longer serve you. And we have you in the place of the Nine of Pentacles, being peace at mind, feeling content. But the fears and frustrations that are taking over your emotions, it's time to let that go. Because you have speedy news or a certain situation that's fixing to present itself to you in matters of love. And that just clarifies it. Now, this news or situation that's coming is going to be very frustrating. You're going to be met with a double-edged sword. So what may seem as a victory may come out to be as a hollow one. When it comes to dealing with a King of Swords, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, someone who may be very cold and abrasive and demands respect at this time. But I see that you have improvements coming to fulfillment. You may be feeling smug or pleased with things. But either way, this King of Swords here says there's improvements underway. Okay? Let's go ahead and clarify this a little bit further. Okay. So now I have the Star and the Seven of Swords, which both represent hope. They're both a wish card. Actually, the Seven of Swords is the highest minor arcana in the deck. But you have real high hopes and plans that can bring you a lot. But it's telling you, if this situation is presented to you, to be careful not to become too greedy within this sort of situation. Okay? Now we have the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Okay, let's clarify this for Sagittarius. Why is the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Wands here for Sagittarius? The Empress. So there's a new beginning or a birth of a new idea or creation that you're going to receive some news pretty quickly, or there's a situation coming your way that has to do with matters of love, and and then the Empress came out, which to me, that, okay, the Empress is delays will prove necessary. And I think this is where the frustration comes into play. Getting birth for yourself with this Empress. That you're seeking clarity about, invested in this person, okay? So you have, there's some sort of plans and hopes for the future. This is a wish card for the Seven of Swords. There's going to be delays around your plans, which will ultimately in the long term result in proving itself necessary for these specific delays. The understanding of it will come later. Or, I mean, sooner. Who knows? The Knight of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Clarify this for me for Sagittarius, please. We have the Page of Swords. So there's some sort of important message, letter, communication, understanding, something that you're going to receive that's going to be frustrating at first.